Right, it's been a while since I did any vids about my adaptions, how they're doing. I'll be completely honest, they're not. Nothing's happened. Nothing has happened. The last time anything happened was when someone come over to do this. And that's it. This work little section here, this, and no, that's still the same, but just this. That's it. That little bit there, that's all that happened ago. Weeks and weeks and weeks ago. Nothing else. I've put in an official complaint. I had a solicitor contact me. I don't know if you ever get these nuisance phone calls from people that call themselves the housing disrepair teams. They claim to be interested in you and your home and how messed up it is, and from damp and mould and any other outstanding repairs. They only want juicy stuff, juicy pictures. Anything else they're not really interested in. They will try and give you false hope that they are actually going to do something, and they're not. It gets pushed to a solicitor. A solicitor looks at your photographs that you've taken about 20,000 of, and he gives an actual honest opinion. I mean, this one was the only one that I've had that has been really, really helpful, and he suggested putting in a official complaint, which is what I did. And I put the official complaint in, and I heard nothing for a little while. Then I had phone calls to say, oh yeah, we've received that bit, we're going to do what we can and all that kind of thing. And I think, yeah, right, whatever. In the meantime, I've been chasing up and ringing my housing people to see what the hell's going on. Getting to speak to nobody really. People noting things down, making notes. Oh yeah, we'll get so-and-so to call you back, and nothing happens. So what else goes on? At the second, I chased it up for about the third week, and then I spoke to one lady, and she said, oh, this chap called Liam was going to get in touch with me. He's my boss, and he's going to sort you out and sort everything out, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, okay, brilliant. I've spoken to him once before, and he managed to get the ball rolling over my front door and the self-opening thing. And then all of a sudden, nothing happened after that, but at least I had one thing done. So, I don't know if you can hear my dryer in the background, because that's what that noise is, if you can hear it. So yeah, anyway, this guy Liam, he then phoned me back yesterday morning, and he was all very, I really don't know what to say. I think you need to get in touch with your OT. The OT that's basically ignoring half of my emails. He says, oh, you need to phone her rather than actually send her emails. And I says, yeah, but I says, she also ignores the phone. So there's nobody to contact. There's nobody that I can also speak to in reference to her. I try and complain about her and her not so professionalism, her attitude, and all the complaints go direct to her, for her to sort out about herself. Lovely. So yeah. So nothing happens. And I feel like I'm going round and round and round in a circle, chasing my tail. Nothing ever gets done. What can I do? I've had to send photographs in of my home and the holes and cracks, and there are X amount that is going to get sorted out. The rest apparently I have to sort out myself, but they're just decorative. And I'm like, but they're done from the guys that came in to do the mess, so I've got gaps and holes that potentially that he's going to do nothing with. one of the skirting boards, he's decided that suddenly now that it's a bit on the rotten side, so that needs replacing, and fill the hole in. I'm like, marvellous. So that's come away because of that. But that's had a knock-on effect because of the doorway being widened. So this is all from him. From the, the people that have done the doors. But some of the other bits, they're like saying that they're not doing anything about. That's decorative. So even if it's something that needs filling in, little holes, I've got to get someone to sort that out myself. I'm like, ain't that bloody great? So we'll see. And I was feeling really, really shit, to be honest. Hang on, let me just pause this dryer a sec. It's annoying me. Yeah, there are areas that he said that are that need take some attention, but there are some that you're going to have to sort out yourself. So I'm like, great. But I ideally could do with someone coming out and saying, right, having a look at these actual holes and cracks and telling me in person, right, we can sort that one out, we can sort that one out, but we can't do this and we can't do that. 3rd of October, I've got someone coming out, a decorator basically, well not a decorator, but a decorator, they do the cosmetic bits. So all the bits that's called trunking, which is just here, I'll show you. Apparently, see, I'm not, they talk to me like I'm a builder with all this. So all this area apparently is going to be sorted out. I think some of this is going to get tidied up and sorted out. But as to whether all that down there, which is from where they took the doorway and widened it and took all this away and filled in and stuff, all that, I don't know whether they're going to do any of that. And the bits in my son's room that are holy, wide cracks, whether they're going to do anything, the bits in the wet room as well, they're going to do those, no idea. And then there's sort of where the boiler area is that needs filling in. There's a whole area, crack area there. They're potentially not going to do that, but we'll see. I don't understand half of the jargon, so I don't even know what they're going to do, what they're not going to do. And I had to send some more photographs in for him to look at of that bit by the skirting board. But anyway, the official complaint. I sort of thought, he says that some bits he's looking into, can't look into the sink because of the official complaint. It's, yeah. You've opened up a complaint, so therefore we can't look into what's going on with that. The taps have been ordered like nearly a year after the thing. Long handle taps. Shower curtain rail, he's decided you can sort that, or get the OT to send us something in writing to back up that it's for a medical need, and we'll sort it out. And I was like, but how can you ask somebody when they're not really reading what you're sending in an email and not processing, and they're completely ignoring you? They're not answering your calls, they're not returning your calls, they're not answering emails, they're ignoring you. It took me 8 emails for her to send 1 back. So anyway, he says, well, you should get yourself a new OT. And I'm like, where the fuck do I get one of them from? Because she seems to work for herself. I don't know. But the stress is unreal. And he's like, oh, I understand it's stressful. And I'm thinking, no, you ain't got a fucking clue. So yeah, I was like, I just can't deal with this man. I thought he was there to help, and he was last time more helpful, and I think she stuck her oar in. I really do. I think she's got involved and told him to back off from it, or got someone else to tell him to back off. So yeah, so that's what happened with them. Mum and Dad nipped over briefly, and then after they'd just gone, I looked on my phone and there was an answering machine message, and I thought, oh no, you know, why is it I'm just missing people? So then I've got to phone them back and try and get hold of these persons, and I don't know who it is. You know. Anyway, this lady, I got onto her mobile straight away, and she left me a message. Her name was Claire, and she's from the people that are where I opened the complaint up, and she's investigating it herself, and she wants to know why this is taking so long to do this job. She says the living room doorway at the moment is with the contractor. She says I'm going to contact the contractors again to see where they are with planning you in, because this is just taking silly, you know, it's being silly now. You know, they've got the permission things, they've got everything that they need. They just need to get on with it and do it. And I'm thinking, yeah, I want to get all this done before Christmas. And then she thought that the taps, the long handle taps, were for the bathroom sink, and I was like, no, they're for the kitchen. The kitchen, the bathroom sink, she's chasing up. She says when the taps come, that the person who's doing the taps can do the sink. And then I said, no, that's it. And then she mentioned the vinyl flooring, so at least that's been acknowledged. And I haven't even mentioned that'll be done after the hallway, after the doorway's been done in the living room. And I was like, yeah, that's right. And I said, one more thing. I said, before you go, and I says, I don't want to sort of be annoying, but I've been asking about a shower curtain rail that's an L shape. I said I could do with finding out what's going on with that, because I've asked and asked and asked, and it's gone from they'll do it to suddenly me having to ask the OT to do it. And I said she's not replying to my emails, she's ignoring my phone calls. I feel no one wants to listen, no one wants to help. Where can I go with this? I said, if I have to, I'll get a tradesman to come in and I'll get them to put up mine. But I said, they said that they would, you know, forgetting my one that I've bought, that they would get one from their supplies that they have for all the bathroom things, an L-shaped rail to go in my wet room. I explained that it eats into my sink area, and I need 2 curtains because I need one to stop the water going towards the doorway, and I need one going towards the sink area to stop it going round where the toilet is. And I says, you know, it's easy for it to travel, you know, and even when you're really careful, sometimes water just gathers and collects. Anyway, she said, I will look into this, and you know, I don't see why not. I don't see what the issue is. So she's going to investigate this and everything else. She wrote it all into the little report she was writing down and making notes of who to speak to. She mentioned a guy's name called Andy who was doing all the booking. She said, I'm going to speak to him. I'm going to talk to him about it and get him and say, look, this is what you need. It's for a medical reason. You're having these adaptions done. It's not like as if you're asking for something cosmetic. It's for a genuine reason. So, yeah, I'm really angry that the fact that no one seems interested. No one wants to do anything. But she says, I'm going to look into it. I'm going to sort things out. I'm going to get the ball rolling because you need this finishing now. It's getting on long enough. So maybe, just maybe, in the next few weeks, I'm going to have someone make me contact and just get these things fitted and sorted out and done, because I just want it done and out the way now. I'm sick of the stress. I'm sick of the disruption. I'm sick of, people not giving a damn and passing the buck and no one taking a blind bit of interest. October, it'll be a year, weirdly enough, that got asked to empty the cupboard by the front door, which then became the area for my my kitchen to be widened. So we'll see. Fingers crossed. The cupboard area was emptied and then nothing happened for months, and then over Christmas it was like the biggest disruption ever. And when you're in a chair and trying to get round and you've got things in the way, it just gets you down. So fingers crossed now that this person is gonna get me sorted out. I mean, it's not like as if I'm starting at the very beginning. We're like 3/4 of the way through. I've got all my plugs and sockets in. I've got this in, I've got that in. There's things I can't unpack and put away because I don't want things to get ruined. I've got a lot of things out. But it's like all the dust is going to happen in the living room. And then the noise. And once it's all in and done, I'll be happy, and then I can focus on other things then. I want to get my bed sorted out as soon as possible. But right now, it's focusing on one thing at a time and just getting these things finished, as that's what I really want. It's been a tough haul. If someone had said to me it's going to take over a year to do this, I'd be like, really? But no one explained to me from start to, from the beginning. I was under the impression it would take weeks. The way that they sort of did a bit in the kitchen and, sort of demolished a hole in the kitchen. Then they did the doorways. So I thought, oh, this is going to take weeks. Within a few months, it'll all be done. No chance. It's just disruption and me just constant phoning and messaging. And if I hadn't have put this complaint in, would I have got any further? I'd still be waiting at the back of the bloody queue, I think. So, yeah, let's see. Let's see what happens. And I'll keep you posted. Maybe next week I'll have some news. I'll have like a phone call with a date to do the living room doorway or the bathroom sink or the shower curtain rail or the grab rail that needs putting in or those taps. We hope. Right, I'm going to go sort myself out. Catch you later. Bye.